Welcome to this technical analysis on Bitcoin. It is currently 7:30, 25 more minutes to close here on June 20th, 2021, and the weekly is also closing. So let's go to the chart here. There's a pattern that I want to mention. If you guys are in Philicon's group, I posted it here, and I took this straight from his course number 3. And so basically, this is the pattern that we see. It looks like a head and shoulders, right? But this is actually how it turned out. And in my opinion, it looks exactly like what we have right now on a larger time frame. This one right here, right? Kind of looks very similar, in my opinion. Okay, but this is how it actually turned out. So again, here's this one, right? And at the same exact time, so it actually turned out to be a inverse head and shoulders, and a lot of people were short on the same side of the market here. And guys, the psychology of the market here, I'm gonna say a couple things here in this video. It might be about 10 or 15 minutes, I hope. And so we're going to talk about psychology of the market, market makers. You can see right here that there was a lot of volume at the top, probably because this right here. But regardless, the strategy here is that let's go to this one right here though. So as you guys can see, the volume tool here on the top here, man, I'm gonna have to really go to the chart here and say, okay, look, this is a 1618 extension here of the first wave. So this could very well be a third wave. This is the fourth, and the fifth gonna be down here. The fourth can consolidate a little bit longer, or it can go upwards. That's what we have to keep our eye on. We are still underneath the 30 moving averages pointing downwards, but we are above the 200. What I want to talk about the psychology of the markets, because on this is actually the spot market, on the futures market, what the market makers do on the fourth waves especially is they short the market. They try to short the market so they can accumulate as much spot Bitcoin as possible. You can see that we had a large seller right here, and this is probably just because I broke right here. Now if these guys got back into the market, it would literally send the prices probably soaring higher. So next question we got to ask is, how much supply is actually going to be on this moving average pointing downwards? Because it's not just this moving average here on the 2 days, it's on the bear market cycle as well. We're underneath all moving averages, but we're a lot closer in the bear market cycle on the 1 day chart. Now, so this is what we have here is the monthly chart. The monthly chart basically got the top right here in the Fibonacci. Okay, this one here is a Fibonacci of a Fibonacci, and so the same thing for all these boxes, right? So we're inside a Fibonacci of a Fibonacci, and the 382 wasn't actually a good thing. Like we're below it. It's 40K. We hit it and then we came back down. We're closing this one in 10 days. Like I said, we're about to close on the weekly here in about 20 minutes. So here's the weekly chart. Same different pulls, same method, Fibonacci analysis. And what do we say? We got to go to the 1 day chart because we want to see what's going to happen with the moving averages, although this is what we got so far on the stuff right here. So again, the same pattern that we were talking about in the picture here, we have that little head and shoulder patterns. And guys, if this is going to actually break down, it's going to break down about 50%. That's the target, 55%, sorry, in about five bars right here. So it's really going to be like this one right here. So that would be the target all the way down here. In my opinion, what happened last time is that we held this bottom right here in that picture. Go ahead and show it again. This is what happened last time. We held it right here and then came back up. Looks very, very similar in my opinion. It looks pretty similar anyways. So let's go back down to the daily chart, and we can see, okay, what's good with the cycle without actually looking at the MACD, the RSI. But here's what we got. We're actually in the bullish cycle here on the RSI though, 40-45, and let's take a look at the daily finally. So here's the daily. There's a lot more Fibonacci pulls on this one here, Fibonacci and a Fibonacci, and all that. You know, catching good marks, but I probably have to update the chart on this one a little bit, clean it up. As you guys can see, we have a hammer candle closing in about 20 minutes, hammer candle. So we can see a continuation upwards or a continuation downwards. If we go to the bear market cycle, you can see that these moving averages are all pointing downwards. And so the question is going to be, are we going to find supply? Is there more supply on these moving averages? Of course, there's going to be some supply. Or are the bulls actually so strong and so demanding that they want as much Bitcoin as possible, that they're going to buy everything upwards right here? So obviously this was a very good entry price right here. Didn't even break it right there on a short, and I actually caught the bottom as well. And guys, I made this chart probably multiple months ago, right? And so, I mean, come on, the 33% right here, and then it came back down. By the way, that's exact liquidation for the 3x leverage from the bottom to the top, and then a 19% to the downside, hitting almost the bottom right here. So you can obviously see these Fibonacci's are freaking amazing, in my opinion. And these are the exact numbers on log scale. Okay, so the question is, again, are we going to find more supply on these moving averages, or are we going to find demand? And what do we have on the demand side? What the bulls are going to be fighting for is the bigger time frame cycle here. This is the bull cycle. Okay, I might as well add the SRs on it, support resistance is. So this is the daily chart. I want to take a look at the 5-day chart. It's beautiful on the total crypto, but this is Bitcoin. Check it out. So here's the 89. The 89 moving average is actually finding support right here, and it is uptrending. We just closed yesterday on this chart right here. This is a 5-day chart. But what's really interesting is this next close. And by the way, we have the MACD that is ticking upwards on the histogram, although the moving averages are kind of still downtrending pretty hard. And the daily chart is interesting as well. But anyways, this is what we have here on the 21. And the reason why the 21 is important is because it closes today. It closes, this is 21-day chart. It closes today in 16 minutes. We also have the 34 that closed yesterday, but it closed underneath this moving average, which is not really good. But regardless, this is a good chart to be watching, because what the idea is here, and I've been saying this for a while now, is hopefully there's nothing on this chart. Yes, perfect. This is the 1, 2. This is the 3. This is the 4. Okay, 5. Coming up or something like that, and then this would be a bigger cycle of the 1, 2. Okay, just like that, 3, and maybe it's going to be an extended third wave. Who knows with the target on that one? But that's why we don't necessarily follow the waves. We follow the moving averages, the momentum, and time. Because look, you don't necessarily want to call the tops. I made that mistake before in the past. You miss out on a lot of percentage gains, in my opinion. Because look. So this one here would be the target for the third wave, but if this is only the third of the third, right here, this is the fourth, and this is the third coming upwards, the target for an extended third wave is going to be all the way at 180. Now, is that correlate very well with this pull right here? So what did he say? 180, right? So this one here, it says 141,000. So that's what it would be. The target that we'd be watching for the fifth wave, if this is the fourth. And like I said, I explained what the volume profile is saying right here with the supply. So these guys are shorting the market because they want to accumulate on spot. They want to accumulate on spot, and they're going to close. When they close their shorts, it pushes up the prices. And the thing is, they're going to have to push up the prices above these moving averages. And the moving averages is really the only thing that is pushing down the prices at this time, in my opinion. Of course, there's Fibonacci's that we have to watch in market cycles, but if 90% of the volume is controlled by bots in the markets, they're going to be selling on this 55 moving average right here. And let me give you an actual complete idea of what I'm talking about here. So the 55 right here is right here, and we're going to be uptrending on the 55 for about 14 more days. Now, if we predict or project that 14 more days inside of the future, okay, we've got a total of 19, and this is how I would be watching it. Unfortunately, there's a lot there, but it's okay. So we have to break that top within 14 days. The bulls are going to have to really go upwards and break this moving average as well as this top at the same time, and bang, that's going to be confirmed the fifth wave. That's all I have to say in this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts. Also comment in the description below if you guys have any ideas on what altcoins are going to run the show if this is the fifth wave, because there's one thing that I know for a fact in the last market cycles is in fifth waves. In fifth waves, Bitcoin goes up a lot more. Okay, so right here, the altcoins went down a lot, and Bitcoin took all their market cap. So, and look at the date here. It was June 19th. So if we go to June 2019, Bitcoin dominance. So June 2019, right here, you can see that the Bitcoin dominance went up, a lot from the 60s, maybe even from April from 50, and then basically went up above 40%. Now we can see, are we actually going to bottom out here, right? We're going to bottom out, and this will be a wave 2, and Bitcoin's going to really run the show here, back at 100%, or are we going to find some sellers? So again, we're underneath all the moving averages, not all of them, but this 89 right here, we're gonna have to we're downtrending onto 89 right here, so we have to continue this uptrend basically. Okay, and that's really all I have to say about this video. Once again, the reason why I think that we're in a third wave, just to validate what I'm trying to say here, is if we take a look at the Elliott wave pulls for Fibonacci. I can go ahead and take a look at the weekly. I did a video on this earlier, but it's always good to have a reminder. So this was the 1618, which is a common target for the for the third waves, just like this. Oops, sorry guys. But it's also a target for an ABC. So let me know if you think that this is an ABC or if you think this is a third wave, right? So, and I also have a time target that I'm going to add to this picture here. I don't like to show too many people this this idea, but I don't have a big subscriber base, so it doesn't really matter at this point. So basically, this is what we'd be looking for, either for the fourth wave or for the fifth wave. So the fifth wave would look something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Don't have to have this one. Or like this, okay? So the fourth would be right here. And then the fifth would be extended to the upside, like that. I think this looks pretty nice. But what you would have to do is basically add another trend line here for the time and the trend. So basically, I like trend lines almost more than moving averages, but I put a lot of emphasis on moving averages because I know that is how they kind of gauge the trend here. So yeah, that's basically what we would have. Either this would be the fifth wave or right in between, in the middle of it. So yeah, anything else that I can actually take a look here? Let's take a look at Bitcoin daily. Might as well, because we're closing in 10 minutes. And I mentioned that on the 21-day spot market is fine. On the 21-day, we're actually closing, right? Yeah, you see how we're kind of like breaking out here a bit. 1, 2, to the uptrend. There's not much volume though on the spot market. So the question is, are we going to short squeeze? Are we going to short squeeze, or are we going to still find resistance and supply on the moving averages pointing downwards and push down the prices and see a fifth wave downwards here? Or are we going to find support here like we did last time and go upwards? Once again, this is the idea that I brought to you guys, and I hope that you guys like, and subscribe and comment in the description below your thoughts. Once again, I'm going to be doing more videos like this in the future. They're going to be more organized. We're also going to talk about some altcoins. Some altcoins that might actually take a lot of the dominance or the total supply of crypto. And if you guys have any of those coins, I've got 2 in mind that are, maybe 3 in mind, that, or 4 including Ethereum, that might actually take a lot of the market cap of the crypto. But if you guys have any more ideas, share in the comments, and I'll be glad to share my in the next video. All right, peace. Have a nice day.